Hey, it's Giguk, and you're watching Pixel Party Pals. Woo! I got it right on my first take.
Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from Giguk, and today we are checking out. I went to a real anime studio that makes isekai. I like these little videos that he's done over the other, like, you know, discussion videos that he does and analysis stuff that he does. Like his interview with the woman that did the Domestic Girlfriend mangas. Thought that was good. So we're just gonna get straight into it, really, because we know he loves his isekai, man.
This video is sponsored by Book.
Oosh.
You know what I like?
Anime.
Anime.
Yeah, anime.
You know what I also like? Isekai.
Yeah.
Anime.
Wow, nothing new.
Bet you're learning something new today.
There we go.
I like talking about anime, and I like talking about isekai.
Yay!
But one thing I don't normally get to talk about is the inner workings of anime itself.
Yeah.
I mean, what could I? A guy who just started doing anime reviews in his bedroom for fun, with zero actual industry experience, really tell you about what's going on behind the scenes.
Probably nothing.
Thank God I can just let other people do it for me.
Yes.
Combatants Will Be Dispatched is a new isekai anime airing right now.
Okay.
A new light novel adaptation coming from the same author as Konosuba. And
Yeah, that's why I wanted to check it out. Ooh, that's why it's on my list. Right.
Animation Studio JC staff to see the people making it, how it was being
Cool.
made, and really ask the questions I always wanted to know about what goes into making an anime
yeah.
adaptation.
Sick,
So
cool,
here
awesome,
right
wow.
now at
JC staff, wow.
and I'm going to be walking through the entire process of Combatants Will Be Dispatched.
Oh.
Here will be the anime producer.
This is sick.
JC スタッフのプロデューサーやってます藤代と申します。よろしくお願いします。
Wow, this is class.
会社によっても役割は違ってくると思うんですけど。
Well, right, but at JC staff, the show's producer involved in everything from start to finish. Love it. Cool. The show, yeah, there we go. For example, I talk with our directors about the style, so we make sure everything's cool. All work publishers to coordinate our schedules. Awesome. Broadly speaking. Cool. Produce oversees quality control and scheduling. God, he's got a lot going on. Wow, this is so cool. Animation can be done digitally, of course, that is sick, yeah. Or it can be done on paper, as it has been in the past. Right, so I wonder if they still do. Come on, show us some, like, ooh. The animator here is working digitally, right. If you look over here, what we're looking at, these are the layouts, which are rough drawings. Oh, cool, so they've got the rough stuff on there, and then she's gonna, like, draw it out on there. Ah, sweet. After being revised and corrected, a clean keyframe is drawn by an animator. Right, cool. That's cool. I am the director of Combatants Will Be Dispatched. This is sick. Awesome.
So, what's your role as an animation director, or just a director of an anime, I should say?
Role is that of a coordinator. While staff has their own style when it comes to character design, coloring. Right, that's sick. So to keep it consistent, because everyone's going to have their own different kind of stuff, aren't they? Unify all these individual styles into a cohesive piece. Yeah, there you go. See, so everyone draws slightly differently, and then he makes it like bland. That's sick. As I showed you earlier, this cut 116. Right. So he's got like a undergoing in-betweening. So frames will have to be drawn between keyframes. Yeah, to make it blend together. In-betweens. Like the in-betweeners. We're just a completely different thing in Japan. Cool. Timesheet. If you look at the circled numbers, yeah, these times represent where keyframes go. Cool, right. Remarks between them. Oh, where the in-between frames go. Whoa, okay. Wow. And the keyframes may be traced and renumbered. Right. Jeez. I love how openly, like, the guy's, like, showing Giguk all this stuff. This is boss. 2, 3, 4. Because, like, I always had it in my head that, like, Japan weren't very, like, willing to, like, share with the West, like, how the process works or all their stuff, or, you know, selling it in that.
What led you to choose this particular anime production?
Difficult to say. Kadokawa will send us a request to adapt something. Oh, right, okay. And in our case, also got Food Wars there as well. We have the producers, 5 of them. Plus we have 5 producers and a supervisor. So the company will just go, right, can you just adapt this, please? Managers who is working on what project within our company. Kadokawa would like to adapt, come back until we dispatch, and it's like, okay, let's do it. Cool. That's how we generally acquire titles to adapt. That's very straightforward. How do you decide on the staff though? Yeah. Alright, right, okay, yeah, here we go. I decide along with the supervisors what staff I need to get started. So you already will have worked with people on stuff and know their style and that. That's really cool. So you end up with something like what I have right now. Cool.
So now we're going to the actual hand-drawn parts. That was the digital department. So now we're going to see anime drawn by good old pen and paper.
Cool. Oh, sick. So they do still. Yeah. Digital ones earlier, but these are the hand-drawn ones. Here's a rough drawing that was done by someone else. A bit difficult showing this when it's white paper. Oh, it's a shame. Oh, that is a shame that, like, yeah. The lighting, it's just blasting. Although that got a quick thing on that one on the right, that did look cool.
Were there any challenges in adapting a light novel as opposed to a manga or any other kind of source material?
Oh, I suppose there is, because you haven't got like any visuals to like base it off of. When you take the manga, you can just do panel over panel, can't you? It would be nice to create something long running, but we only have one season. Right, so adapting the entire novel is beyond our scope. Right. That is, we can't adapt each and every detail. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, if you told you only got so long to make it, to admit and bridge those gaps, well, yeah, so you're going to leave stuff out, but then it needs to blend together, obviously, yeah. Still a fun project. Cool. We all have to follow the storyboard in the end, yeah. We don't have much freedom. So you got some, but like, yeah, it's like as soon as it's storyboarded, it's like, right, that's where we go. Animators can pick which part of the storyboard they draw. Right. More often, a producer can recommend an animator to draw specific scenes. Right. Okay. So yeah, if you work with people you know, they look cool. That looks good. At least we can see the one on the top there on the right. That's cool. Selection criteria isn't too specific. Right. Okay. And thankfully, we receive plenty of project offers from other companies. That's cool. So you've got other stuff coming in as well. Class. Once we receive offers to do a project, wow, everything's so white and bright. Ah! I can decide on which to do. We really should have like adjusted the lens, but never mind. Things with each company. The supervisor I mentioned earlier does most of this work. Yeah, you look cool. That was boss. At some point, a producer like myself will enter the discussion. Yeah. Wow, the Japanese use a lot more words than we do to say what we... And I must decline based on our current workload. Of course, you can't take on too much stuff, can you? Whether or not the source material is interesting, it does matter a bit. Yeah, of course. Just a bit. More often than not, comes down to how busy we are. If we do the first season, yeah, we're usually the ones who do the following seasons as well. Right, okay. Like I said, usually, because you do find like different animation studios carrying on. Do have systems in place for those times, right? So where you have to move stuff around, that's cool. We plan years ahead. That's sick. More or less decide on our titles up to 2023, so they know for the next 2 years what they're doing. That's cool. We have 2 years of work already planned. Wow! Wow! We're often about getting the character right. You see, it's a shame that the lighting's like it is. You're only getting little glimpses of it. What kind of faces do they make? It also depends on the chief animation director. It's important to get everybody on the same page on the first episode. Wow, could you imagine if these subtitles didn't have the black background around the white as well? Make the yellow subtitles a thing again.
So does that mean if it's a light novel adaptation, you're given more freedom to put your own vision into it? Because with the manga, it's...
I suppose it's there, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense.
Like a storyboard already.
Really? Yeah, okay. Stay able to look ahead through the source material, so we know the direction of the storyline and character development goes. Yeah, but you do have more freedom to like show the expressions and not like in your own way. I can even discuss where the story and characters are headed with the author. Alright, okay, yeah, cool, that's right. Well, speaking of freedom, the binoculars Alice uses are a good example. Oh, right, okay. Those are based on a real pair I had. Oh! Wow! Put in small things like that. Alright, so putting your own little bit of personality in there, that's cool. Oh, you lost it, so you've put it in there so that it lives on. Animation work.
So we're heading into the background department now. We've gone to a completely different floor. So let's see what they're up to here.
Oof. Backgrounds last more than a single frame. Camera pans across them, yeah, of course it does, yeah. So it would need to be bigger than the frame, wouldn't it?
So per episode, you can get between 300 to 400 backgrounds
Wow.
per episode. How long does it usually take to do one single background?
Depends on the content. I like how smartly dressed he is. Do you reckon he was told that he was going to be having an interview this day? Because everyone else seems to just be like,
An entire day.
casual.
They only appear on screen for a few seconds.
That's mad, yeah.
That's a really short time for the
300 to 400 an episode, and they're on for like seconds, wow.
most difficult background to draw for the episode that he's worked on.
Background layers may have to be separated, particularly when the camera moves. Right, yeah, yeah. Things move differently based on how far they are from the camera, yeah. So they must be on separate layers. Wow, okay. Collection of layers like this is called a book. Interesting. These take a lot of time to make, wow.
What reference material do you use to make the backgrounds?
This project resided on the setting early on. Interesting. Desert light setting, cool. Study at buildings that would exist in such an environment. So they try and make it have a realistic look, wow. Reference images are provided by the director. Oh right, so the director goes like, right, this is what you can use to base like your background designs on and stuff like that.
It's actually really interesting to me. How
Wow.
many background artists do you have working on one episode normally?
5.
5 people.
Wow.
5. In JC Staff, they have 5 people working on backgrounds, which it's not a lot for the amount of backgrounds they need to draw.
That's crazy, yes, they have 5 people making like 300 to 400 backgrounds per
How
episode.
much research do you as a director have to put
Jesus
into this sort of material?
Christ. I prepare it as I would prepare for an entrance exam. Oh wow, so cool. Important information. Oh my god, he's going through it and highlighting stuff. Ah! I do this so I can look things up quickly. That makes sense. That's cool. That's a cool way of doing it. I suppose if it's your job, then you would. It's not like he's collecting it for like,
Curious because
you know,
obviously,
hobby.
you know, most people in anime industry are like a fan of anime and manga. Is reading a light novel for preparation for work different to you? Than
Yeah,
just
like,
reading just
does
to
it
enjoy
feel forced? Completely different. I imagine. I can't let a single piece of info slip when I read for work. Whereas you can't just casually just browse it. It needs to. Oh wow, yeah. Does feel like work.
ちなみにちょっと紹介しなかったんですけど、
What is this?
こっち側が
3D work. Combatants will be dispatched. Doesn't use 3D very much. Wow, but the room's huge.
I've always wondered is it, for me as an overseas fan, the Japanese companies made anime for Japanese people,
Yeah.
and that was sold overseas. But it feels like recently the overseas fan has a bigger voice.
More of a
in
say in
for
stuff, yeah.
yourself, do you take overseas fans into account at all whenever making a product, or is that something you don't consider at all?
I don't think overseas fans have caused big changes in our style. Right, okay, that's fair. The Japanese style of animation has always been well received overseas. Yeah, of course it has. God, yeah. So rather than changing things for foreigners, just keeping it this, yeah, carry on. Because why do you need to? Yeah, we love it anyway. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah.
What goes into choosing the colour of each scene and the characters?
Ooh, yeah, colour design. Ooh. The novel of the source material has its own original art. That's true, yeah. They always have like covers and individual like in-betweens. Yeah, there you go. And the covers coloured, yeah. Colours for the anime are adapted from art and the source material. Right. Director double checks colours, right. Show you. Oh, that's cool. The background you saw earlier come into play as well. Right, the character colour references must be checked, yeah. Along with the background to get a unified colour palette. Love it, yeah, because you can't have like too many clashing colours. Colour specification sheet. Wait. Colours pull or decide colours based on that reference. Oh, that looks awesome. Yo.
So does every other colorist have to follow her reference sheets?
Thousands of frames need to be coloured, Jesus. Some work is done here and some work is outsourced. Interesting. Colour specification sheets like this are extremely useful, of course. Well, yeah, it keeps everything consistent, I imagine. That's sick. Placed against the backgrounds. These are checked by the director. Other colours we use depend on the time of day. Of course, as well, that makes sense, yeah. Or weather in the scene. Never thought about stuff like that, yeah. Right, so an alternative sheet for that would make sure that all the colours match where it's night and day. Wow.
Are there any new specific challenges you found doing Combatants Will Be Dispatched?
It's been a while since I watched a new sci-fi show like this. Right. Sci-fi isn't as common as it used to be. It's not, to be fair. Say that makes it challenging. Live action shows with heavy use of special effects, Godzilla, Kamen Rider, right, yeah. There are tropes from those shows that I enjoy, that's fair, cool. I try to understand which parts of those shows I enjoy and why, yeah, and then why do you enjoy that, and then that's why other people would. Use that understanding to make a more enjoyable show. Right, this is where the opening cut of Combatants Will Be Dispatched is being filmed. Right, okay. Show it, right, cool.
What's this stage of the process called?
Before this became digital, that is when we worked with celluloid. Oh my god! The cameraman would use a machine to take individual pictures of the drawings. Yeah. Called it filming back then, so it's called filming. And so they've just... Right, this term's just stuck, that's cool. But it's not anymore. Right. I like that, they've kept the name going, that's cool. Wireless process on the computer now. Oh, we used to take pictures on machines like this one. Wow. Those two plates on which cells would be placed. Right. That's how we used to do it.
Is this part of the process where you sync it to the voice as well, and the voice acting and the sound effects?
Ideally, voice recording would be done after filming is complete. Oh. So they make it fit afterwards. Due to scheduling constraints, it may be done in parallel with filming. Interesting. We record the voiceover using the storyboards. Oh yeah, of course you could. Yeah. Because it doesn't have to be fully animated yet. As long as you got the voice going, that's fine. Yeah.
Since the sound effects and the voice is done such early stage, is it sometimes hard to sync it up, or is there any problems when it comes to this stage?
Yes, there are, of course. I imagine, yeah. The voiceover, say, the volume, vocal expressions, yeah. Size of the mouth, or how loud they're spoken, yeah, or the facial expression, yeah. Sometimes those don't work well together. Interesting, right. So you have to check these things and fix these inconsistencies as we go. Final drawings don't match the voiceover. Then what? We revise the drawings. Oh, so you don't go back and do the voiceover again. Nice Konosuba reference.
The timing, the comic style was obviously very similar to Konosuba. It's the same author. So I was curious how much, if you took any inspiration from Konosuba's adaptation when doing this as well.
While Konosuba was being produced, here we go. I was working on another title, Descending Stories, Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. Jesus. Very delicate project. Like I did the staff next door who were working on Konosuba laughing a lot. Oh, that's interesting. Right. So he didn't work on it, but he knows people that did. Former theatre. I mean, some of it was actually funny. But around that time, Konosuba's episode previews were putting a smile on everyone's face. That's cool. So he knew that, like, that Konosuba was good to work on. He wanted to experience that. That's class. Came with goal of mine to get everyone to have fun with it. That's nice. I like that. Quite happy. Relieved that the comedy shines through. That's sick. Cool.
I'm curious because it is a comedy show. Because you have to see a scene a lot of times. Like,
Does it not get funny after a while? Yeah.
You have a joke, but because you've seen it so many times, you are worried that you don't find it funny anymore, but people around you will still find it funny.
Yeah, that happens when you do comedy. Yeah.
So when you're adapting a piece of work, how much contact do you have with the original author, or how much say do they have to influence the final anime?
Oh, they are very involved. There are things in the first episode that were adjusted for the adaptation. Right, okay. Belia's design as well. Aerial details about Agent 6-2. So they've changed little bits. Able to see the characters in another light with the author's input. Right, okay, so I like that they've got the author helping out as well, that's cool.
Do you have any message you have to any fans who are watching Combatants Will Be Dispatched right now?
I hope you enjoy the show. I tried to make it not boring. Bless.
And that was my day there. Huge thank you to the people at JC Staff for letting me go there and
That is
show me
boss,
around.
that is dead
And of course,
good.
Thank you to Kadakawa for giving me the opportunity to go to an anime studio.
Yeah, that's sick.
What? Initially, I did want this to be a much bigger project, going through the entire life cycle and showing you guys how a title like this gets picked up from being a web
That's a
novel,
lot,
to
that.
a light novel, to a manga, and eventually an anime adaptation. But unfortunately, due to us being in lockdown right now, none of the staff members or authors or editors could be scheduled for an interview, understandably so.
Yeah,
Maybe
makes sense.
in the future, I'll get another opportunity to be able to show you guys the entire life cycle behind your favorite anime being made. Combatants Will Be Dispatched is airing right now. You can watch it on Funimation, Wakanime, and Anime Lab, depending on where in the world you're situated.
Interesting.
And of course,
So I
you
could
can
check it out
the light
Funimation.
novel and also the manga. Yes,
Yay!
they're available physically,
Bookwalker.
but you can also read them digitally right now on Daddy Bookwalker.
There you
This
go.
video was technically sponsored by Bookwalker, so you can read it on that platform, but there are a lot of companies involved, so thank you to everyone who helped
That's a really
and
cool
make
video.
this
I really like that. I like different
videos
stuff like that.
this. Hopefully I'll have more cool things like this to show you in the
Sick.
future. In the meantime though, thank you for sticking around. I've been Giguk, and I'll see you all next time.
Cool. I'm sorry that you can hear banging in the background. I don't know what's happening next door. It's 10 to 9 in the morning and they're doing work. It's a good thing I get up early. Could you imagine if I didn't? That'd be quite frustrating. But that was a really good video. I really like that. I thought it was really interesting. Obviously, you might think this is a weird thing to react to because it's mainly subtitled, but I just like checking it out and stuff, and I thought that was really cool. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to my patrons. Get your name at the end of every video by going to the Patreon and donating $1 a month. Thank you very much. And what did you guys think of that? What did you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. It's all you guys next time.